friends, this is Michelle Marks from Temple of Yoga, and I would love to share with you a really sweet practice of calm, of quiet. We're going to hold some shapes a bit longer, a little more yin style. May this bring you quiet, may this bring you a deep sense of coming home to yourself. So you may want to have a block nearby and a blanket, and as always, if you need to be seated at the edge of a blanket to make more space for your hips, please go ahead and do that. So allowing ourselves to arrive, maybe you close the eyes down, hands can be down or up at the knees or the lap. And gifting yourself some time to settle. Feeling your connection to your seat. Tapping into the natural curvature of your spine. The openness, the front and the back of the heart. And allowing yourself to connect to the rhythm of your breath. And settling into all that's with you right now. Whether you're beginning your day and it's a little bit quieter in the mind, or maybe you're taking a time out in the middle of your day, or maybe you're ending your day and gifting yourself a little bit of respite before moving into your sleep cycle. Just inviting in a deep appreciation for exactly where you are. Even if you're not exactly sure about the magic that's working itself out, if life is a little bit more harried or just intense, which it can be sometimes. Let's just spend a few more moments drinking in the breath. When you're ready, you're going to breathe the eyes open to a soft gaze. We're going to take the soles of the feet out in front of us. We're going to come into a butterfly pose. Again, if you need to be perched up at the edge of a blanket or put some padding under your knees, please do so. Right? We really are wanting to become intimate with our own skeleton and place ourselves appropriately. So for some of you, just sitting here might be enough opening in the hips. You may even need to come into a reclining butterfly. But others of you can start to round the spine. And maybe you come down a little. People are super creative with the ways that they, prop themselves up. Just allowing the spine to round, and moving to your appropriate edge and softening in as much as possible. With this commitment to meet yourself where you're at. So I'll be quiet, but I will let you know when it's time to shape shift. So we'll just spend a few minutes in each shape. find yourself wandering outside of the moment, simply invite yourself back to the awareness, the breath, dropping into the shape of this sacred temple. One more very full breath in. Complete breath out. And then start to walk yourself up to the top of your shape. Maybe taking a little moment, a pause, to just feel the effects. And then helping your knees together, we're going to come down onto our backs. Maybe you want to bring the knees into the chest. And then we're going to prepare for a twist. Perhaps just drawing the knees into the chest as you bring your hips a little bit to the left, letting your knees cascade over to the right. And you can open your left arm up like a cactus or a T. As you simply settle, you may need to adjust the knees coming up further towards the right armpit or down below the waist. You'll feel it differently in the spine. Again, just dropping into the depth of your sensationality, meeting that level of edginess, and then softening in as much as possible with this commitment to just stay present to the experience for a few minutes. You can adjust whether the head turns to the right or to the left or to center. See what feels most appropriate for your physical form. Just dropping in. One more very full breath in. Complete breath out. And bringing your knees back through center, maybe placing the feet on the floor, bringing the hips back to neutral, and taking a moment here. You may even want to lengthen the legs long. Otherwise, bringing the knees back into the chest. Swinging your hips a little to the right. You can let your knees cascade over to the left. Some variations would be just one leg, or some people like to wind the legs around each other. I'm just going to choose, for simplicity's sake, to stack my knees. And then open yourself up. Again, maybe cactus arms. Maybe the right arm comes out to a T. Left hand can settle at the right thigh or be draped out to the side. You can adjust which direction you turn your head. Feeling this along the spine, connecting to your breath. Back through center. Maybe feet come down to the floor, hips back to neutral. Maybe once again you let the legs come long as you settle and just simply receive the effects, staying as relaxed as possible after that twist. And then from here, we're going to prepare ourselves for a shoulder stand. You may want to put some padding for your shoulders on your mat. You may need more than I need. And I'm going to lay so that my shoulders line up with the edge of the blanket and my head is falling off of the padding. And from here, bringing my legs up and overhead, however it works for you, and lifting my legs up into the sky. You can support your back, you can draw the arms down, whatever is most appropriate for you. And allow yourself to connect to your breath, creating a little bit of space between your chin and your chest. Lifting up through your feet. If you should need to come down sooner than I do, please let yourself come down. Maybe you come into a plow shape with your toes overhead or your knees by your ears. I'm going to stay up for several more breaths. And then from here, you can lower your toes overhead into plow pose, or you can bring your knees down by your ears. Lifting up through your shoulders and reaching out through your feet. Letting yourself roll out of the shape. I'm going to come to one side and remove my blanket. And then find your block as you come back down onto the floor. I'm going to take a supported bridge, bringing your block underneath your sacrum. You can keep it on small or medium. Some people like to bring it even higher. I'm going to bring my arms up by my ears. You're welcome to stay here in this passive shape, just letting the body settle. You shouldn't be working hard to hold yourself up. Or you're welcome to let the legs come long in this kind of walking bridge shape and just let everything release down. Welcome to stay here a bit longer. If you've walked your legs out, you can bring the feet back in. You can remove your block, take it over to the side, let your hips settle down. Maybe you let yourself come resting in a butterfly shape. Maybe the legs come long, or maybe you feel like running your legs up the wall for a sweet way to complete this. But let yourself complete this little practice. As you settle in a reclining butterfly or reclining meditation, shavasana, or legs up the wall, And may this bring you calm. Thank you so much.